Hi, this is Nan, and today I want to talk about surrendering in Dota. Alright, so currently, as I say this, Dota does not have a surrender option. It doesn't have a surrender option like in League of Legends, where you can start a surrender vote after a certain amount of time has passed, and then when a majority, well, in this case, by default, it's 4 out of 5 people on your team. At least 4 out of 5 people on your team, when they agree to a surrender, then that team loses. And, the surrender happens, the other team wins. I am all for a surrender option, just for the fact that a surrender option allows games to end sooner. And that to me is important because Dota has a really nasty issue with people padding their scores. And what I mean by that is when the team's really ahead, if they want to be real, if they want to be real dickheads about it, they will just extend the game because they know when they get to a point where they can just camp outside of your base and just kill you left and right just for fun, they know that this is gonna inflate their KDA and they're just gonna they're gonna stroke their E-peen about it because they think that this is funny to them, and obviously they're gonna do that. A lot of people do that, unfortunately. And if you're on the receiving end of it, guess what? You can't surrender. You can't do anything really. You can't really do anything but just hope that the other team just gets bored and they just end the game anyway. And that to me is that's just bad. That's just bad. That's bad by design. And a lot of people argue, well, you have to keep fighting and you try to beat them, try to get a comeback. And like, yeah, I've been part of comebacks in Dota, but comebacks are a lot harder to come by than as opposed to. And I guess I want to make a distinction. There's a distinction because when the game is just like kind of 50-50 and it can go either way, I'm not calling for people to throw in the towel the moment you lose, like you get like a double kill, you give a double kill to the other team, you lose a tower. I'm not calling for a surrender like that. What I'm referring to more is the extreme cases where the game is obviously over. Let's say you've lost at least 2 racks and you're about to lose your last set of racks, and you're gonna get supers you're gonna get a bunch of supers coming into your base and everything like that, and yeah, with those mega creeps and everything like that, those mega creeps are gonna you're gonna lose. You're probably gonna lose unless you pull like the ultimate miracle comeback. And a lot of people in their minds, they want to bank on that miracle comeback, and I'm like, those miracle comebacks, they don't happen naturally. They're those you have to actually like work for, you have to work for those things to occur. And so to me, like logically, it doesn't make sense to hope that that's gonna happen when you're really down, when you're really down in the dumps in the game, when you're just getting steamrolled. And you're losing so hard to the point where it's so lopsided that you need everyone to just get on the same page and then work together and then start working toward this really complicated comeback. I know, and I know a lot of people want to say, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. I'm like, no, but here's the thing though, most people don't do that. Most people, after a certain point, their morale is already defeated. Their spirit's already broken. Their will to win is already has already disappeared for the most part, and that's and see I think in that case in those extreme circumstances, the surrender, a means of surrender should be the thing to do. And again, I'm not advocating for people to quit like just because. No, don't quit like that. But there is a point where if you just surrendered, you can just literally just stop all the bleeding from like that point. Just let the other team have their win. You still take the loss. I'm not saying people shouldn't get lose and stuff. Winning and losing is part of Dota, but I would rather have a game end like 10 to 15 minutes sooner or even more actually, because I've been like anyone else, I've been on those really really bad receiving ends where the game went on for at least, like, God forbid, half an hour or more, just because the other team just wanted to torture. That's what it is. It's basically glorified torture in a video game for your opponents. It's extremely disrespectful. It's unsportsmanlike. It's just, ugh. And I really do think Dota needs to implement a support a means of supporting a surrender, and to be able to forfeit when you really need to. It'd be nice for the game. Because otherwise, what happens is you get these games that I hate to be part of, because when you know you've already lost, when it's like a 20 plus kill difference, you lost most of your map control and everything like that, you don't even want to play any further. You know what I do when it gets to that really bad point? I literally just bait my team and say, like, man, we should just group up, smoke gank, and just maybe try to beat them. And even though in my mind I know we're not gonna win, probably we're not gonna win that fight, let alone the game. So I seriously do that just because there's no other way of surrendering. So what my logic is, if all my teammates go and we just try to clash at them when we're obviously weaker than them, and we'll get wiped out, hopefully the other team, they just will naturally just push in and end the game. That or you can go AFK in the base, or, well, you can always leave the game if you want to take the abandon. It's just, it's right now the alternative of either sticking the game out to the very end, or just actually trying to surrender when your team has obviously lost. And again, I have to emphasize that point. When you know your team has definitely lost, as it's like 99%, it's a 99% certainty that your game is going to end up in a defeat, there should be a legal way of forfeiting. There should be. Otherwise, the padding gets out of hand, and I hate it when teams do it, and I don't even like it when my team pads either. Because when I see the victory just right before me, I just want the game to end. Win or lose, everyone wants to do other things too, hopefully, outside of Dota. Or maybe they want to play more Dota afterward. But wouldn't it be better for everyone if they can just, have the game finished sooner, and then everyone can do the next thing, whatever they want to do next. Anyway, thanks for listening.